can see one numerical problem on your screen. So I have written the question here, problem number 5. Amit and Sumit, sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2, agreed upon the dissolution of the firm on 31st March 2020, at which date their balance sheet was as follows. Fine, liability side we have capital accounts, Amit Sumit, creditors, bills payable and loan by Sumit. We have this reserve, profit and loss account, and in the asset side we see cash, bank, debtors, provision for doubtful debts, right, stock, loan to Amit. Means both types of loans are given in this question. Plant and machinery, furniture, land and building, goodwill, prepaid insurance, advertisement expenses. Right. The firm was dissolved on the above date on the following terms. So we'll read the terms later on. Very first we need to understand what I have already discussed with you. When we come to know that we need to dissolve the firm, then two entries need to be passed. One for transferring the assets and another for transferring the third party liability. Okay, so let's pass these entries and then we'll move further. So in this way we have transferred that. What we have transferred? Debtors, okay, stock, plant and machinery, furniture, land and building, goodwill and prepaid insurance. This will not be transferred because this is fictitious asset. Okay, and these are already not transferred, you know very well. Okay, in liability side what we have transferred? Creditors, bills payable and reserve and profit and loss directly will be distributed in the partner's capital account. Okay, and this is the liability related to this. Nothing is mentioned in the question. So the second possibility that I have just discussed is not given in the question. Okay, question is silent about the treatment. So we will see the three situations now after preparing the partner's capital account. Okay, and about this we'll think about it at the time of partner's capital account. Now let's read the question further and do the treatment. Amit took 50% of the stock at a discount of 20%. Okay, what was the value of stock? 1,60,000. Fine, Amit took it. Then it will be mentioned here by Amit's capital account. ठीक. Alright. Half. Okay, stock was there at 1,60,000. Half is there, 80,000. And that too he took at 20% discount. So let's calculate 20% of that. That is 16,000. Out of 80,000 we will deduct 16,000, then we get 64,000. There is another way to calculate it. We can directly calculate the 80% of that. Okay, that will also be 64,000. So he took the stock at 64,000. Right. This is done. Remaining stock was sold at a profit of 30%. Okay, it was sold means we got cash, bank account, half stock. Means remaining 80,000 was sold at 30% profit. What is 30%? 24,000. When we add 80,000, when we add 24,000 to 80,000, then we get 1,04,000. Another way to calculate it, we just directly calculate 130% of that, then also we get the same amount. Alright, so 1,04,000 will mention here. Okay, let's read the question further. 24,000 out of debtors were not recovered. Means debtors were realized minus 24,000. So what was the value of debtors? 1,32,000. We deduct 24,000. Then we'll get how much was realized. Right? 1,08,000. Okay, now let's move further. Land and building realized rupees 2,80,000. Let's move further. Half of the creditors accepted plant and machinery at 10% less than the book value and cash of rupees 10,000 in full settlement of their claim. Okay, let's see the creditors. Creditors are 1,60,000. Then half the creditors are 80,000. Okay, now what they are doing, they are accepting plant and machinery at 10% less than the book value. Okay, what is the value of plant and machinery? It is 60,000. And after deducting 10%, then we get 60,000 minus 6,000 means 54,000. Okay, 54,000 plus 10,000 cash was given. Fine. So for this 54,000 we will not pass any entry, we will directly deduct it. Then how much we got? 26,000. So for this 26,000, we just paid 10,000 and it was given in the full settlement. Okay, so for giving the asset in the full settlement, we do not pass any entry, but for the cash, we'll pass the entry. It's given here, cash of rupees 10,000 full settlement of that claim. Okay, this was there for half creditors. And what about the remaining creditors? These were paid at a discount of 10%. So remaining were there 80,000. Okay, after deducting the 10%, we get 72,000. So these were paid at this value, 72. You can do one thing, you can compound them as well. Fine, write down that creditors 82,000. Okay, fine, I'll just do that. I just mentioned it so that you may understand the proper way. 82,000. Okay, now let's move further. Realization expenses were rupees 10,000. Fine, expenses 10,000. Zubair, an old customer whose account was written off as bad debts in the previous year, paid rupees 500. Okay, no problem. We got the cash. Bad debts recovered. How much? 500. This is also done. A contingent liability of rupees 2,000 was discharged. So this is the unrecorded liability to be paid. So contingent at 2,000. Alright. And thereafter, this is also done. Furniture was sold for rupees 20,000. Sure. 20,000. Everything's done? Yes. Nothing is given related to partner's loan, so no treatment will be done here. Okay, we will simply what do? We will, and all the liabilities are paid, that needs to be checked. Bills payable is remaining. See, nothing is given related to bills payable, then bills payable will be paid at book value. What is the book value? 50,000. Now let's calculate it and then we will determine the profit or loss on it. Okay. So let's make the total of these two very first. 1,44,000 in this year. 5,12,500. Okay, now we will do the total and then we will calculate profit or loss on realization, and thereafter we will transfer the same to partners' capital account in their profit sharing ratio. Right. So after making the total, we got to know this side total is more. Okay, and out of this 7,98,500, this side total 6,14,000 was deducted, and we got 1,84,500 as profit, and this was divided between the partners in the profit sharing ratio. Then we got for Amit 1,10,700 and for Sumit 73,800, and we did the entry here. Right. Now we are going to prepare partners capital account. All right. But before completing or closing the account, we have to see about the partner's loan. Understood the point? Okay, so just for remembering, I just note down these amounts here because we will be needing them later on. This is for Amit and this is for. Okay, now let's prepare partner's capital account. So this is the format of partner's capital account. Now let's put the values here. Very first, three balances given here: 180,000 and 60,000. 1,80,000 and 60,000. Alright, so this is also done. Now let's distribute this reserve of 68,000. So 40,800 and 27,200. Alright, now this profit and loss, this also needs to be distributed. 13,200 and 8,800. Alright, now this is a loss, this also needs to be distributed. How much? 20,000. 12,000 and 8,000. Alright, so all this is done. Now, what needs to be done? Yes, one entry. Amit took stock at 50% value, right? So, to realization. 64,000 was the value. Nothing else is there. Fine. Now, profit on realization will be transferred here. What was that? 1,10,700 and 73,800. Alright. Any other amount do we have? No, we do not have. Now, there are two things. First, the treatment of this loan to amount. Then I have told you related to that, there are two options. One, either we can understand that Amit paid us money, and another situation, we directly transferred this to his capital. So we are using the first option, means he will pay us money. So it will be treated at the time of preparation of bank account. So we are not touching it. Okay, I just write down here B for remembering. Okay, now let's talk about Sumit. Okay, roughly we will calculate the balance of Sumit. Fine, what is the balance? Then if I calculate that this side total is more and this is less, it is clearly visible that this is the case of credit balance. So whenever I told you the case of credit balance exists, then the partner's loan will be paid in cash. Okay, so this will also be tackled at the time of bank account. Understood? If this side total was more and this side was less, then we would have tackled two more possibilities that we have discussed so far. Understood the point? So that we'll have to see. Okay, so often students get confused. So this is the case here, because roughly we saw that Sumit's capital balance is coming in credit side. That is what the thing. Okay, now let's move further. Let's make the total of this and balance it. Thereafter we will prepare the bank account. So friends, have a look here. We made the total of this side. Sumit 1,69,800. We put it here. Then he is supposed to get finally 1,61,800 from the firm. Similarly, Amit's total is 3,44,700, and after deducting this amount, we got 2,68,700. Means finally, Amit needs to be paid this amount. But before these payment, firm has to pay any partner's loan. So that is why we prepared loan account. Okay, but very first we need to see the possibility. That's why roughly we calculated the amount. It was there in the credit side. Then only we are going to make the payment. If it was the case of debit balance, then there were two possibilities. Accordingly, we will do the treatment. Understood the point? Okay, so we prepared Sumit's loan account. This was the balance we did. This 30,000 has been brought here and it was paid to bank account. Alright, now it's time to prepare bank account. So this is the format of bank account. Let's put the values here. Very first the balance to balance BD. Okay, so the amount of bank balance 60,000. Now this cash money will also be transferred here to cash account. In the previous video I explained you one entry will be passed here, bank account debit to cash. Okay, so it will also be placed here. Now be cautious about preparation of bank account, because here you will have to follow the sequence in the matter of entry. Okay, so very first we got amount from the realization of asset, that is 5,12,500. So we'll mention it here, assets realized, that is 5,12,500. Okay, now this was the, now one more thing, this loan to Amit. Amit will pay amount to us, then what will be the entry? Bank account debit to loan to Amit. Okay, so the entry will come here. How much amount? 20,000. Fine, this is also done. Okay, now we'll talk about the payment. This is the receipt side and this is the payment side. So very first we'll make the payment to third party liability. What is the amount? I have written here 1,44,000. Okay, after that we'll pay the loan by Sumit's loan. And what was the value? 30,000. Okay, thereafter we'll make the payment to partners. This is the final payment. So we have to follow the sequence. The amount I have written here 2,68,700 and 1,61,800. Now what we need to do? We need to just make the total. No balance will be left. If two of the sides match, then we are correct. Alright. So friends, have a look here. Two of the side total match. 6,04,500. This side and that side. Means we are correct. So this is the way to attempt the question in case of loan from a partner or loan to a partner. Okay, already I have explained you everything, and this was a kind of explanation through one numerical problem. Okay, I think we need to attempt one non-numerical problem for further cases. So for the same, you can see the another question on your screen. So I've written the question here. Let's read it out. Following is the balance sheet of Amit, Sumit and Vineet as at 31st March 2020. Okay, capital So are given creditors, bills payable, Vinit's loan. This one loan is given. Rahul's loan. See, Rahul is not the partner. Okay, so this is third party liability. General reserve, bank. This is there just to confuse you. Bank, as it is at the side we see bank, debtors, stock, furniture, land and building, Vinit's capital. Vinit's capital is there in the debit side. This is the debit balance already given. Okay. The firm was dissolved on the above date on the following terms. We'll read that later on. Okay. Okay, fine. Have a look here. Just read. Is there any point related to loan? Vinit's loan. Yes, it is given here. Vinit's loan was paid at rupees 15,000. So this is the category where the question specifically mentions regarding the payment of partner's loan. Okay, so in that case, what we are going to do, we are going to transfer this amount to realization account, and from there we will make the payment. Understood the point? Okay, that's why it is must read. Okay, now we'll prepare the realization account first, then partner's capital account, and then bank account. Okay, so already the format is here. So as you know that whenever we come to know that dissolution is going to happen, then two entries are passed, one for transferring the assets and another for transferring the third party liability. So have a look here, what asset we transfer. See, we transfer debtors, stock, furniture, land and building. Okay, this is not to be transferred and this will be treated in capital account. So the total comes out 6,20,000. Now see in the liability side what we transferred: creditors, bills payable, Rahul's loan because this is the third party liability, and Vinit's loan as well. Why? Because the question says that Vinit's loan was paid at rupees 15,000 full settlement. Okay, so the question says that it has to be treated as third party liability, then we will treat, no problem is there. Okay, so after making the total, that is 1,60,000. Now we will read the question and we will do the treatment according to the question. Debtors realized rupees 56,000, creditors and bills payable were paid at a discount of 10%. Okay, debtors were realized, means at rupees 56,000. Alright, let's move further. Creditors and bills payable were paid. So what was the creditor's value was 1 lakh. So 10% discount means 90,000. Okay, similarly bills payable were 20,000 after deducting 10% discount, that is 18,000. This point is over. Now let's move further. Stock was taken by Sumit at rupees 30,000. Okay, 30,000. Alright. And furniture was sold to Naresh for rupees 24,000. See, this name is given just to confuse you. So often a student got a mistake, they just mention it here, Naresh capital account. Then entire question will be wrong. Okay. They just gave the name to confuse you, because when we sell any asset, then we sell to any person. Here the name of that particular person is given, it will not make any difference because we will get the amount. Okay, so amount is necessary for us. We'll mention it here by bank account. 24,000. Okay. Land and building was sold for 5,60,000. Fine. 5,60,000. This is also done. Rahul's loan was paid by the check for the same amount. Okay. Then Rahul's loan, same amount, 24,000. Fine. Because this is the third party liability. Okay, an unrecorded asset estimated at rupees 2,40,000 was sold for 2 lakh. See, this amount is also given to confuse you, because we are concerned about this. How much we got? Okay, we got 2 lakh rupees, so that is important for us. Unrecorded asset. Fine. Any other treatment is left? Yes, treatment of loan. Vinny's loan was paid at 15,000 full settlement. So here we will mention Vinny's loan. Alright. Now let's have a look. Any other liability is left to be paid? No, all the liabilities have been paid. Now we can make the total of these two, and then we'll make the total of two of the sides and calculate profit or loss on realization. Okay. So this side, it comes out 1,47,000. Let's see this side. So the assets were realized totally at rupees 8,40,000 and liabilities totally were paid at 1,47,000. Now let's make the total of two other side and then profit and loss, whatever it is, will be transferred to partner's capital account. Okay, so this is the total of this side is more, that is 10,30,000, and this side total is 7,67,000. I deducted that, then I got 2,63,000, and as the ratio is not mentioned, means 3 of the partners will distribute the amount equally, means divided by 3, then 87,667, 667, and here 666, just to round off. Okay, here I have mentioned. Now it's time to prepare partners capital account. Okay, so here is the format of partners capital account. Now let's place the entries here. Very first, balance by balance BD, that will pick from capital balance sheet 2 lakh and 3 lakh. Vinny's capital balance is there in this side, so it will be placed here. How much? 40,000. Okay, now yes, this reserve needs to be distributed among these, so 40,000 divided by 3, 13,333 each, and the last one we are giving 13,334. Fine. Now any other thing which needs to be distributed? Anything left? No. Any partner paid any liability or took any asset? Yes. Sumit took stock at rupees 30,000. Anything else? Ram's loan was paid. Vinny's loan was also paid, so it will not be mentioned here. No other entries there. Okay, now we'll place the realization profit. It was 87,667 each. This is to round off. Okay. Anything else? Fine then. Let's make the total, and then final balance will be paid or brought by the partner. Okay, if it is there in this side, firm will pay. If it is there in this side, then the partners will pay. Let's see. So we made the total of Vinny's account. It was 1,01,000, and after deducting 40,000, it was left 61,000 to be paid, right? And for Sumit, it was 4,01,000, and after deducting this 30,000, we got 3,71,000 to be paid to him. And for Amit, it is 3,01,000, and the same amount has to be paid to him. That is what the final payment. Okay, now it's time to prepare bank account. Already I have prepared the format. Let's place the entries here. Okay, very first the balance 40,000 we brought here. Like I told you that while preparing the bank account, we need to keep in our mind the sequence of payment. Okay, very first the assets will be realized. Okay, already I have written the amount here, 8,40,000. Any other payment was realized? No. Then we made the payments. How much payment we made? 1,47,000. Okay, any other payment we made? Now this final payment will be placed here. Now we need to see if total of these two sides match. It means we are correct. Alright, so let's see this. This side total is 8,80,000. Let's check this side. So 3 of their balances have been put here. Now it's time to make the total of both the sides. If both the side total match, it means we are correct. Let's check it out. This side total is 8,80,000. Let's check here. Alright, this side total is also 8,80,000. So this is the way to attempt the question in this kind of condition. What was the specification related to loan? Here the question mentioned it. Okay. Now I just make you understand the concept behind it. If we prepare the partner's loan account, then automatically profit and loss will be adjusted. Okay, I just show you so that you will understand it better way. Why we transfer this to realization account? Because already we had opened Vinny's loan account with 16,000. Okay, and we need to close it by 15,000. If we directly make the payment from there, then there will be the difference of 1,000. So this difference, where this will go? This has to go to realization account, because the realization account is prepared only for the said purpose. Alright, I just show you how it will be done. So have a look here. However, this has not been asked in the question, but I have prepared to make you understand. This is the balance of Vinny's loan account, 16,000. This is the payment we made. Okay, 50,000, because question says. Now, if we had not transferred it to realization account, then what about this 1,000? Where it would have gone? Or if we had transferred the Vinny's loan account directly at 15,000 to his capital account, then also this 1000 was to be left. Okay, so that is why we transfer it to the realization, and from there we get the payment. Okay, if you check out the entry, then it will be mentioned here, realization account. Fine, two entries we made. Okay, one, we need capital, we need loan account debit 16,000 to realization account, and another realization account debit. Understood the point? Okay, so that is why we transferred it. Fine. So one treatment, this we may have to do it. Fine. But as for the journal entry, what we are supposed to do? This we did. Okay, the entire loan account has been transferred to realization account now. Now from there it has been paid at 15,000. Whatever loss and profit was there, it has been adjusted in the realization account itself. Otherwise, we would have transferred the loss or profit from loan account to realization account. Okay, so this is the proper way to do it. However, the way I mentioned it, that is also the way to do it. Okay, but this is a better way and easy to do it. Fine. Alright friends, it was all about the treatment of loan from a partner and loan to a partner. Okay, I hope you must have understood everything, each and every concept, because through the numerical problems I have tried my level best to make you understand. Very soon I am going to meet you in the another video. Till then, thank you, bye bye.